Let me ask you a question, guys. You do sit-ups all day, you do thousands of sit-ups a day, thousands of ab exercises a day, maybe multiple times a week or whatever, but you still cannot seem to get those abs to pop, right? Don't worry, guys, that's a big problem. Lots of people have that problem. And today, I'm going to go over a couple of reasons of why that might be happening to you and how to get those six-pack abs to actually pop. I'm Chris from SNU, and this is another quick SNU video. Okay guys, so before we can actually get into that, we need a little bit of background information on the anatomy of the abs. Okay, so I'm gonna go and touch on that really quick for you right now. So the abs are typically broken up into three main sheets, right? First one is the rectus abdominis, and pretty much that is a sheet that goes from here to here and pretty much down the center, right? And that is your stereotypical six-pack ab appearance, right? So that's what governs that. The second sheet lies below that one, and it's called the obliques. So the obliques are the internal and external obliques, right? And the way that those obliques run is they run in fibers going downwards, so in a diagonal line going down towards your groin area, and then the layer under that, the internal obliques, run in diagonal lines going up towards your sternum, right? So that those comprise of two layers, but technically they're together, they're joined, right? And then the last layer is the transverse abdominis, and that lies beneath all of them. Right? And it's kind of a horizontal sheet that wraps around the whole of your midsection, goes up and attaches right underneath your sternum, right? And then pretty much the role of the transverse abdominis is it keeps inter-abdominal pressure, so it keeps everything pulled into your body, right? Now, okay, so anatomy, right? Lots of words there. I took an anatomy class, big deal, right? How does that help you? So I'm gonna break it down and simplify it for you, right? We're gonna call them the upper and lower abs, right? And your obliques, right? Those are the main words that we're going to use today because that is pretty much the simpler way of looking at this, okay? Now, again, like I said, the best way to train these muscles is to flex them in the direction that they run. So again, the rectus abdominis, or your upper and lower abs, they run up and down. The muscle fibers run straight up and down. So they go down in a horizontal line, or sorry, a vertical line, going straight up and down, almost like towards the floor, towards the top of my chin, right up and down, right? And again, the obliques, they run in diagonal lines, right? The externals run downwards towards the groin, and the internal obliques run upwards again towards my sternum, right? Now, what does this mean for that? That means for the rectus abdominis, the best way to train them is in straight linear lines, right? The obliques, best way to train them is in rotational movements. I'm going to show you an example of an exercise that trains your upper abs, right? So in general, to train the upper abs, you want to make sure that your lower body is fixed, right? So your lower body is supported, not moving. The upper body is the part that's going to be moving. That is how to engage the upper abs, right? So I'm going to go down, right? My feet are down. This is just a regular crunch, right? But movement patterns of this matter are always the same. They always kind of target the same upper ab muscles, right? So lower body's fixed, upper body's moving, right? Hands are across the chest, right? Or you can have your hands out the sides, and you're just crunching up, back down, back up, back down, back up, back down, up, and down. So movements such as this, again, like I said, upper body's moving, lower body's stabilized. This is engaging your upper abs. Now, how do I hit the lower abs? Movements that typically involve the upper body being stationary and the lower body moving is how you're going to target the lower abs. So for example, leg raises, my hands are down at my side. My upper body, if you notice, is not going to be moving, but my lower body is going to be moving. So up, right back down, right back up, right back down. Okay, so movements such as that, where the lower body is the moving part and the upper body is locked down or stabilized, is going to start engaging the lower abs, right? Now, what kind of movements do you have or can you do to engage your obliques, right? So again, obliques govern the rotational movement of your abdominal muscles. So again, movements like Russian twist. So you're here, legs are stabilized, you're up, right? And you're rotating side to side, right? Legs can be off the ground, rotating side to side, things of that matter, or maybe you can have your legs down, knees are up like this, and you're rotating your hips side to side, movements such as that, right? Movements typically where you're rotating through that belly button are going to be governed by your oblique muscles. Okay guys, so hitting all those muscles in those different movements from those different angles is going to help stimulate response in those abs, right? It's going to help them strengthen, and it's going to help develop those muscles, right? In addition to that, right, cycling on, doing those exercises with body weight, doing those exercises with resistance / weighted, holding weights, and then also doing those, performing those exercises slow and controlled, and also cycling on explosive, doing them explosively, right? That's also going to continue on that adaptation for those muscles. It's going to force them to continue to respond to that stimulus. Right? So again, like I said, maybe for a set or a phase of 2 or 3 weeks, do those exercises with just your body weight, right? And then for another 2 or 3 weeks, cycle that on and say do those exercises holding weights or resistance bands. And then for another 2 or 3 weeks, cycle on and say that you're going to do those exercises with explosive movements. You're going to do them really, really quick and explosively, change directions really fast, right? Crunch in, crunch out really fast. Cycling all those factors, you're going to continue to have those abs respond and continue to grow, right? And that is the best way, stimulus, to get those abs to turn into those six packs that everybody wants so badly. Now, guys, to finish off, I'm going to say, it doesn't matter how many ab exercises you do, how many crunches you do, how many sit-ups you do, if your nutrition and your eating habits are crap, right? You could do sit-ups till the cows come home. But if you have them tucked under that layer of fat, you're never going to get them to pop, right? So the best way to do that is check up your nutrition, fix what you're eating, change your eating habits. But that, guys, is a video for another day. All right, I'm Chris from Strengthen You, and this was another quick SNU video.